Your posture is telling everybody who you are before you say a single word. So let's fix it. I'm Kathryn Morgan, and I've spent 20 years as a professional ballet dancer. And here's what I've learned. Posture isn't about your spine being in alignment. It is literally about presence, how you command a room, how people perceive you, and how you perceive yourself. So before we fix anything, you need to understand why this matters. Whether or not you're a dancer, posture is going to affect how people see you, and they're going to automatically make judgments if you walk into a room with the sloped shoulders or the eyes down or feeling bad about yourself. Think about it. If you go into an audition, especially, and you're like this, when they're looking for the one or two people they're going to take, they're going to look right past you. If you're going into a job interview and you're like this, it automatically gives off a signal that you're not competent, that you can't be put in a leadership position, so it's not going to help you in the real world either. It's also really bad for your health. This kind of slumped shoulders, rounding of the spine, it's not good for longevity. But here's what people forget. Not only does good posture affect how you look, it affects how you feel. If you're standing up straight, confident, like I can do this, even if you mentally feel a little bit off, it's just going to change how you feel internally. If you see yourself in a photo with good posture, you really look brighter and healthier. It's almost like fake it till you make it. So this is just going to fix the whole outlook, not just how you look. So you've heard posture advice before.
Pull your shoulders back, sit up straight, think the string out of the crown of your head.
That's all fine and dandy, but it doesn't actually work. Anytime you are straining, so let's say it's the pull your shoulders back method, this really doesn't help this in your neck or your eyebrows. I like to say sometimes in ballet, no eyebrows because we're like this. So it's not about pulling your shoulders back or lengthening up through the crown of your head to the point where you're literally walking around like the Tin Man, #wicked. So it's not about being taller. The other cue everyone gives is suck in your stomach. That's another place where if you suck in your stomach too much, you're gonna grip your hip flexors, you're gonna grip your abs, and you're gonna end up tighter in the long run. So really, it's not about sucking your stomach in and pulling your shoulders back. None of these things allow you to breathe and get oxygen to your muscles. We wanna have good posture that allows you to, inhale and exhale. So here is the cue that is going to change everything for you. And this comes directly from ballet. Sternum to the sky. I have said this over and over and over. Heart lifted. Sometimes I used to cue chest lifted. Watch from the side. It's not about this, right? So relax everything and think sternum. So this is your sternum bone. Sternum bone to the sky. And when you do that, watch what happens. Here, sternum bone to the sky. It automatically lengthens everything, puts your spine in alignment, up and forward, chin up. That's it. I want you to start thinking about that. Or another way to think of this that I love to say, wear your diamonds, darling. If you had $1 million diamond necklace on, you hopefully wouldn't be walking around like this. Diamonds forward, heart to the sky, right? Sternum up, lifted, proud. So I moved the camera out a little bit because there's a couple things here I want you to check. So while we're doing sternum to the sky, ears are over shoulders, not forward, not back. Feel your earlobes in line with your shoulders. Your shoulders are in line with your hips, right? So I'm not arching. This is so bad for your lower back. Careful we're not lifting the sternum and like sitting in our lower spine. This is so bad for you. It also happens to be how some of us kind of just stand naturally if you stand over one leg or the other. Check you're not kind of sitting in your lower spine. The other thing I want you to think about is your hips over your ankles. If you're arching, your hips are going to go back. So hips over ankles, shoulders over hips, ears over shoulders, and sternum to the sky. So another way you can test this, I'm going to back up, is to go, might be a little bit shadowy here, but stand against a wall. Now the goal when you're standing against a wall is not to have your whole back touch the wall. That is incorrect. That is a curved spine. For me, because I am naturally arched, it's going to make me curve. So we stand towards with your shoulders on the wall, your back on the wall, lift the sternum. You should feel part of your back pull away from the wall. That's neutral spine. When you hear the term neutral spine, we're not trying to have a flat spine. That's not what it means. You can also do this on the floor. Don't tuck, don't arch. In a neutral spine, my lower, like my mid back is not actually touching the wall. There's also a mental component to all of this. And one of the secrets of incredible posture is intention. Good posture is not something you hold. It's something you choose throughout the day. Every time you sit down, choose how to hold yourself. Every time you stand up, lead with that sternum. Every time you walk in the room, you are choosing what your body is communicating. Just like in an audition, if you're a dancer, walk in here, hello, here I am. I'm ready to do this. You can employ me. I don't really know what I'm doing here. I'm really scared and like I'm probably gonna mess up. It's a choice. Even when you're standing in line at the grocery store, you're either taking up space proudly or apologizing for existing. I want you to start choosing power, choosing I'm capable, choosing confidence, choosing to take up space in the world. We're so used to punched phones, hello. Everybody's on their phone all the time, walking down the street in the middle of New York. I'm like, please look up. This is very foreign to us because so many things are so downcast now. So really we need to start working on this, and it's hard to hold. So practice holding it. Practice walking into a room like this. Let me give you some daily practices as well as some exercises to help improve your posture. Every morning before you do anything else, get out of bed and do this. Do the wall trick. We stand against the wall, sternum up, and just feel what this feels like. There's a big thing, particularly for dancers or anyone that's active, called muscle memory. So the more you do this, the more your body is going to get used to it. And it might feel pretty foreign at first. You might actually feel like you're like this. Relax your eyebrows, relax your face, do the wall trick for a minute or two in the morning. Another thing you can do if you have a health app or even a reminder on your phone, set your phone for every hour, every couple of hours as a little posture check. Are you sitting up straight? Are you slouching? Particularly if you work at a desk or work on your computer all day, this is gonna take a huge toll on your body. So set a reminder on your phone for whatever time you're comfortable with to just check in with your posture. I think you'll be amazed at how much you don't even realize you're slouching. When you're sitting, which by the way, sitting is really bad for your posture. You wanna be sitting on your sit bones, not on your tailbone. We have a tendency to tuck while we're sitting. A really great idea is if you have one of those big exercise balls. A lot of people like to switch their chair out for an exercise ball just to kind of keep your core active, keep your hips in line, keep everything going even when you're sitting. So set that alarm and check in. Every time you walk somewhere, whether it's down the hall, walking your dog to the grocery store, even just getting up to go to the kitchen, walk with attention. Lead with the sternum. Muscle memory is key here. So even around your house, if no one's there but your dog and the dog's looking at you like you're crazy, doesn't matter. Lead with intention. You also, if you have an animal, you want to be the alpha leader. So you might even find the more you do this, the more your dog behaves. Another thing you can do is release the tension at the end of the day. Your muscles are going to be tired from this for a little bit. So lie on your back, just a couple minutes, let everything release, feet flat on the floor, let your back release into the floor, and take 10 deep breaths. If you want to make this even more effortless, here are some exercises you can do that strengthen all the right muscles to improving your posture. So for the first exercise, you are going to be standing up against the wall again. And this seems pretty simple, but it's harder than it looks. Stand up against the wall to make sure the backs of your arms are touching the wall, and do goalposts with your arms. Now, without changing your core or your posture, raise the arms up and bring them back down. Up, do 10 reps, and down. Keep your arms attached to the wall. We're so used to doing this and having the arms go forward. So the goal here is to keep your arms against the wall 10 times. So for the next one, you are gonna work with your neck and your chin. So standing nice and tall, this is gonna look a little strange. What we wanna do is avoid our neck settling backwards. So you're just gonna work the neck area. All we're gonna do is go out with the chin, pull it back, hold for 5 seconds, come back to neutral, check in with your posture. Do it again. Slightly out, bring it in, other direction, looks really strange, and come back. One more, out. And you can do this as many as you want. I would do it maybe 5 to 10 times. There. We're just retraining the head where neutral is. Back. And there. Play around with that one too. Take a seat for the next one. And before we do the exercise, this is another one I want you to feel for the sit bones. When you're sitting on the sit bones, we're not tucking back on our tailbone, right on top of your hips. You can even see it here with your core. This is tucked. This is in alignment. Nice. See, I'm not trying to straighten my back. That's tucked. That's going to grip my hip flexors. But I'm just nice and tall. I'm lifting my sternum so my back is in line. This is neutral spine, even though I am slightly curved because I'm curved naturally. So you can play with that a couple times too. Rock back and sit tall and arch and sit tall. Kind of like the chin, we want to get your body to realize what neutral is. This is arched, neutral, curled, neutral. Then take your hands behind your head. I pray I'm still in frame. I think I am. We're going to just open up the spine because a lot of this is because we're rounding so much, we're on our phones so much that this gets really stuck, self included. So hands behind the head, find that neutral position. You're going to lift up out of your hips, trying just to move the upper spine, open up to the sky, and come back. And then round the spine, not too much, just the upper spine. Remember, we're just working mid-upper back. And again, arch, trying to keep the pelvis neutral, come back up, and round just the upper spine, and come back up. A couple more, arch, just the upper spine, looking up to the sky, up, and then tuck the chin around the upper spine, keeping your pelvis neutral, and up. One more, back, and up. Round that spine and come up. Good. So for the next couple, we're going to come down on the floor. We've done this many times in strength and stretch classes on here. I'll link some in a card or below. Glute bridges. And there's various ways you can do this. And what this is going to do is strengthen your hips and your hamstrings to help support all of this up top. So feet underneath the knees. And we're just going to lift the hips. Make sure we're not going too high. Remember, we're not going for crazy. Just coming up and hold. Now, if you're a beginner and this is a lot for you, just like this is enough. Coming down, pressing through the feet. Coming up, hold. Make sure everything is in line. You're not up on your neck or your upper body. Shoulders and upper body stay on the floor. And come down. Now, if you want to add variations to this, of course, one leg off. My specialty. We've done this a lot. One leg off. You can play with that. You can play with in and out. But the most important thing is that we're pressing through that opposite side in those glutes and coming down. You can even play with arms off. Do a couple more. And down. And up. Posture is a full body experience. So everything needs to be strong in order to really have the best posture you can. The last exercise is super fun and classic, planks. A hugely important thing with posture is core strength. So whether planks are your thing or not, or maybe you want to do some sort of sit-ups, great, live your best life. Obviously, various ways you can do planks. You can come on your knees and hold this way. You can do on your elbows like this. If you want a little bit easier, come up on your hands. I personally might as well go for broke at this point and just do elbows, clasp the hands, pushing through. Make sure you're not locking your knees and make sure we're not sinking and arching. This is so bad for you. Make sure you lift up out of those hips and your core is strong. You can hold this, I don't know, 30 seconds to a minute. It's really hard to talk and do this, so I'm not going to, but you really want to strengthen your core. Planks are amazing. It's going to tone everything. I don't know, do that every day for a minute. See what happens. So when you fix your posture, you move through the world differently. People take notice of you. People see you differently. There's a story about Marilyn Monroe, who was walking with a friend down the street, just normal, kind of sunken in. She was just being normal. No one noticed her. Then she said to her friend, "Do you want to see me become Marilyn Monroe?" And the friend was like, "Of course." So she immediately turned it on and people started noticing her. All she had to do was change how she was walking down the street to become Marilyn Monroe. So this is the same for you. You will show up differently. People will take notice of you differently. This is not about, changing a whole routine or even having to rethink your exercise plan. Simple little fixes of how you show up, how you choose to be, completely can change how someone perceives you and how you feel about yourself, because it really does all start with you. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments if you want any other tips like this. If you missed the latest Serenade deconstruction, it's right there. You can click it to watch. Love you guys so much, and I will see you next time.